What is going on, beautiful people? Today, we're going to be talking about the one thing that most narcissists thrive on. Fear. Your fear. Convincing you to be scared of every damn thing, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a self-aware narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Boom. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Yes. So, narcissistic people, y'all, thrive on fear. Let's get that out the way. Point blank, period. End the story. Thrive on it. Love it. Just need it. They need it, y'all. Les Brown, the famous motivational speaker, Les Brown, has an acronym for fear. He says it's false evidence appearing real. And that's literally what narcissistic people do to you. They convince you that false evidence is real. It appears real to you. Fear. It literally is. They want you to be scared of every damn thing, y'all. They want you to be scared that nobody else is going to want you, right? You're too big. You're too small. You're too heavy. You're too tall. You're too short. You're too this. You're too that. You're too mouthy. You're too uneducated. You're too smart. You're too bougie. You're too high class. You don't have enough class. You see what I'm saying? They want you to be scared. They want you to be scared that if you leave this relationship, I'm going to treat you horribly. They want you to be scared that if you leave, I'm going to find somebody else. I'm going to treat them better. I'm going to give the next person everything that you ever wanted. Like, if you leave me, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to go get somebody else to do it. They want you to be afraid of them, deathly afraid of them. They want to cultivate and stoke that fear within you because it benefits them. They feed on it it's like a nutritional, nutritional value, right? Like, the fear has a deep nutritional value for them. It absolutely does. They thrive on it. They love it. They thrive on the fear. They do. And that's why I try to convince people. I try to tell so many people that they want you to be afraid. That's the thing that most narcissists want, right? They don't want you to be comfortable. They don't want you to be happy. They want you to be afraid of every damn thing that could be outside of this relationship. I try to tell people this all the time. Like, when I'm doing my one-on-ones, when I'm doing my coaching, I tell, like, this is one of the main messages that I try to convey to people in a way that fits their needs the most, in a way that helps them heal the most. Like, narcissistic people are going to find a way to try and thrive on getting you afraid, because your fear literally is going to get to them. Your fear, if you tell them that you're afraid, I'm just afraid I'm making the wrong decision. They want you to think that. Like, they want you to think that. Like, very rarely are you going to be in a relationship with a narcissist where you're not going to be afraid of something going on. They use fear because think about this right here, y'all. Fear is power, right? Fear is a control tactic. Well, Lee, how do you know? How do you know it's power and control tactic? Let's just say you have a narcissistic partner that works right. I don't know their work schedule. If they do work, if they don't work. You might work. You might not work. But let's just say that person gets home at 5:30 every single day. You go home, you get off, and you get home at 5:30 every single day. How do you feel at 3? How do you feel at 4 o'clock? How do you feel on a car ride home? Are you happy that you're going home to this person? Or are you afraid because you don't know what version of the person that you're married to or in a relationship with, or your parent, whoever this is? You don't know what version of that person is going to walk through that door. If you have a narcissistic boss, when you're driving to work in the morning, when you're driving to the office in the morning or wherever it is, you don't know what version of that boss you're going to walk into. When you clock in, what are they going to say? What are they going to do? Are they going to try to make your life harder? Are they going to target you today and needle you? Are they going to micromanage the hell out of you today? Are they going to get on your nerves today? Are they going to mess with you so much today that you quit? or they're gonna push you over the edge that today is the last day and you just decide to quit, right? What's the type of space right there? You know what I mean? That's what happens. This is the mindset that so many people experience when you're dealing with narcissistic people. It really is one of the things that happens to so many damn people. Like, you afraid, like I said, you could look out. There's nothing wrong with being afraid. And because like that's where courage comes into play. Because courage is not the absence of fear. It's knowing that fear might exist and still taking action anyway. Courage is sometimes understanding that the fear is not a valid fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this fear valid? Is this fear that they're stoking valid within me? Is nobody else going to want me? You know, even if that's true, which is not, can you be happy by yourself for a little while? Nobody else is going to want you. Fine, cool. I'll be happy by myself for a while. I'm good. I love me. I can be single. I can exist out here. Nobody else is going to do this. Nobody else is going to take care of you like me. If this is your parent playing the role of the narcissist here. You see what I'm saying? This is the type of space that so many people fall into right here. This is the type of dynamic that so many people end up dealing with when you're trying to heal and grow from a narcissist or a toxic person or an abusive person. This is what happens. I promise you, this is what happens. Like, they try to stoke unrealistic fears into you. Like, what narcissists do, right? A lot of their, like, this is kind of crazy. Narcissists are masters of projection, right? So a lot of the fears that they're trying to put on you are actually fears that they themselves have. A lot of the fears that they have are that they're trying to put onto you. They're trying to make you have their fears. They're projecting their own fears and their own insecurities on you. This is absolutely what they're doing. They want you to have the same fears that they do. Or they're telling you, when they're trying to get you afraid, they're telling you their own biggest fears. They afraid that, like, nobody else is going to want you. They think that you're going to leave them for somebody else. Nobody else is going to want you. That's their biggest fear, that somebody else does want you and somebody else is going to scoop you up and disconnect from you. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff that's going to start to happen in these spaces, in these relationship dynamics. That's the type of stuff that can go make you feel like you're going haywire. They're projecting their own fear onto you because narcissists benefit from you being afraid. That's one of the things that it can be extremely difficult, but that's one of the things that you can absolutely get a grasp on. Once you get a grasp on it, there's nothing that once you get a grasp on it and just see that the fears that they're trying to stoke within you are really their own internal fears, it helps you moving forward, right? Even if they do find a new person and start treating them better, that just kind of shows you how manipulative they are and how withholding and abusive that they can actually be, right? That's the type of stuff that can and will happen sometimes. That's the type of space that so many people fall into. I promise you, this is what happens. So if you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, and then you are falling into this dynamic, you're falling into this switch, you're falling into this trap, I'm telling you, this can happen as well. This is one of those things that can exist. Like, they are trying to make you feel afraid because they are actually afraid. They thrive on it. It's like I said, fear. It's kind of like, you know how I'll take this soda bottle for instance. Like how the soda bottle has nutritional facts on it right here. Fear for narcissists has a nutritional value. You know what I mean? Fear has a nutritional value. So they're snacking on it. They love the fact that you're afraid, right? They love the fact that they can thrive on what you have going on. They enjoy it, you know? So that's why I'm telling people. That's why I'm telling you right now. So as long as you're dealing with a narcissistic person, this abusive person, this is the type of stuff that they're going to always do to you because they benefit from you being afraid. They thrive on you being afraid. They love it. So as long as you're afraid, they win. They can feel like they're doing something. They're doing something great right here, right? They're doing something so well and dandy and so handy that they just feel like the world is the world is damn near on their shoulders. So as long as they feel like they can get you good and afraid, they feel like they can control you. Fear is a control tactic that narcissistic people thrive on. Fear is a control tactic that they use to keep you where you are, to keep you from taking the necessary action. There are so many people that I talk to that just say, well, Lee, I knew I should have took this action years ago. I was just afraid that this will happen. I was just afraid that they would stalk me. I was just afraid that they wouldn't let me go. I was just afraid that they would just follow me or find me or whatever. I was just afraid that this would happen. I was just afraid. I was afraid. Fear. And sometimes are those fears valid? Yes, they can absolutely stalk you. But that's why I say taking the necessary steps and protecting yourself and using the discernment and being as safe as possible. You know, I tell people to stay safe. You see me respond in the comment section, stay safe. Because you never know what version of this narcissistic, toxic, abusive person that you're going to get, y'all. You never know who's going to show up. Because some people can snap and some people can become dangerous at the end of a toxic relationship, y'all. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Y'all know I appreciate every single one of y'all. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. You know, we growing over here, y'all. We growing. And y'all, guess what? I got my Facebook page back. Oh my goodness. Finally. After 3 months of being hacked, we're back. So if you follow me on Facebook, I'm back over there too. Thank y'all so much. Subscribe to this channel. And Mental Illness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.